Let's go to him.
I think they're going to continue walking up Fifth Avenue to 80th Street.
That was a very somber moment. We've seen moments like that in this parade. Over the years, unfortunately, we've seen too many of them.
Yeah.
I remember a parade here that stopped and looked back at the Twin Towers, and there wasn't a sound to be heard. It's just such a sad moment to recall that.
That's right. The entire parade turned around and looked downtown. I think it was one of the quietest moments I've ever experienced in New York City.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was awful quiet here just now. Everyone did take a moment to listen to them.
This is tragic, and I just can't help think of the poor parents, what they're going through in the family. It must just be awful. God help them.
Well, there you see all those fine-looking troopers you see along the road. You like to see them, you don't want to see them in your black mirror. you hate to see that little red and black red and blue light on. It's nice to see them along the road, all right.
That's for sure.
Men and women, they're always looking for recruits, I'm told.
You know, it was interesting to hear that St. Patrick was not originally named Patrick.
Yeah, you know, he was either Welsh or he was British, or we're not even sure where he came from. You know, we'll take a whole lot of different things on it, you know. But we will. Yeah, I mean, his Welsh name it's almost impossible to pronounce.
Maewyn Sacat.
Yeah, Maewyn Sacat. Yeah, well, I think St. Patrick sounds better.
St. Patrick definitely sounds better.
And it's easier for us to get around.
And his grave actually said Aaron Gobra.
Yeah, there's 3 graves in Downpatrick. I mean, the legend of St. Patrick, St. Bridget and St. Columcille is that they are all buried in the one burial place, and that is in Downpatrick, County Down. And the graves are marked.
And St. Patrick, he is huge presence around the world. Timothy Schneitz, a Canadian sculptor, he would like to make it bigger by having a 100-feet bronze statue of St. Patrick on top of Croke Patrick in County Mayo. He has already one statue at Knock, but it's just a bit over life-size, and he wants the statue for Croke Patrick to be a gift from the North American people. He compares it to the way the Statue of Liberty was given by France to the United States.
I'll give you something you can do. You can climb the Reek. That's what she's talking about. Croke Patrick, it's in County Mayo, and they have a pilgrimage there at the end of July every year, and you climb it's a huge mountain to climb.
And now we're looking at the Irish American legislators of New York City. New York State, actually.
That's right. Statewide organization. Jack McEnany has been deeply involved in that for years.
Mario Biaggi was one of the people who founded that. He was one of my aides to the Grand Marshal, a great Italian from the Bronx. You have a little Italian connection in the Bronx, have you?
Yeah, it was Michael Cusick from Staten Island was leading that group up.
They're working for justice and praying for peace in Ireland.
We've got more men and women in blue. We've got the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary Band.
The Flotilla 22-7.
From Long Island.
Brian Hubbards, George Kellinger, John Kelly. And they're the pipe sergeants.
Yeah.
And that was started 6 years ago and became the first brass woodwind band in the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary. Now this is the Randolph-Macon Academy Band.
From Front Royal, Virginia.
It's an award-winning organization of around 50 cadet musicians.
They're one of the premier college prep military schools in the nation.
It was a boarding school founded in 1892, associated with the Methodist Church. And now coming up is the United Irish Counties.
And just before the United Irish Counties, we have the 58th Reserve Infantry from Ireland.
Yes, their press officer is John McCandless, keeps us informed, and their commander is Jerry Jordan. They're all voluntary, Tommy, and this is their third year in the parade.
And the reason they're marching right where they are now is in front of the United Irish Counties is because the Taoiseach is marching with Catherine Hogan, the chairperson of the United Irish Counties. The United Irish Counties is the umbrella group for the 32 counties of Ireland, and Enda Kenny has just gone across. He's been greeted by John Dunleavy, our parade chairman. I see Michael Prunty there, who's a past president.
There's Michael Collins, the Irish ambassador to the United States, with them.
Yeah, and Mary McMullen is there, and the Cock Woman of the Year, Deirdre O'Hay, is there with May O'Driscoll and Tim Hickey and Dave Cale.
I see Mike Keane down there, Kathy Mitchell-Michelli, who does such a great job for the parade.
There's Noel Kilkenny, the Irish Consul General here in New York, all marching with the Taoiseach, the Irish Prime Minister,
a good
and
Mayo,
the Kennedy.
a good Mayo man and a good Kerry man just shook my hands. Hello, Michael Keane. Nice to see you. Former president of the New York Minor Board, did a great job for the GAA. And Garrett Doyle is there.
And Katie Barrett is there.
All right, well, we'll be right back with more of the St. Patrick's Day Parade in just a moment.